Hola people, hello and welcome. I don't know what we're doing. We're just going to do whatever we do because why not? Hola, how's it going? What's up? What's good? Tell me all the good things, the wonderful things. Well, hello Natalie. Good to see you. Ugh. My hair is still kind of wet, so it's like, you know, trying to look all, presentable and stuff. Well, here I am. Well, hello, Robin. Oh my gosh, it's good to hear. It's good to read your name. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Look at this little thing. Anyways, it's just Friday here at least. I know Saturday for some. We're just going to, what is that term? What is the phrase? Shoot the shit? I don't like that. Why do they say shoot the shit? Is it shoot the shit? Is it? Am I saying it wrong? I might. We're just gonna have fun. Why not? It's Friday. We're gonna do some cards. Yes, we're gonna do some cards. Oh, I got it right. We're going to do what we do, and I'm going to do what I do, which is like fumble my words, stutter, and just. Okay, good. I'm like, let me see. Well, hello. It is shoot. Thank you. I'm like, every time I say it, I know like I've heard it often, and when I try to say it, I always feel like it's wrong. Like it just doesn't sound. Just does not sound right. Well, hello, Brenda. Hello, Annie. Welcome. Welcome. I know. Thank you so much. I've always stuttered, because I want to say so much, I want to say so much, and then boom, it just all just fumbles. I don't know. It's fine. I used to get so, I don't know, caught up in it and oh my gosh, people are gonna think I'm stupid. I'm like, just because you stutter doesn't mean you're stupid. People are going to judge you no matter what, so you might as well just not care. Why is this little thing? Look at it. Ugh. Sorry. It's bothering me that this... You can see the bottom part of it. Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm getting carried away. So... How's everyone doing? Oh my gosh. So I wanted to get some sage plants today to plant, but I did not because I had a lot of other things to do. Have y'all seen? I want to grow blue sage, but specifically it's called grandmother sage, but I also have heard it called I've seen it called prairie sage. It's Salvia azurea. And I want it because I love it. And then there's another sage called Salvia amistad. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's like blackish purple and gorgeous, and I need it. I have to have it. I've been obsessed with growing sage lately. So much sage. I want calendula. Do you say calendula or do you say calendula? I've heard people say both, and I'm like, how is it pronounced? Ooh, yarrow. So, okay, I promise it's not just me rambling, but even if I do, it's fine because I just want to spend time with y'all. I want to talk and see what everyone's up to, what kind of projects you're doing, you're into. Sorry. But I do want to shuffle the tarot, shuffle Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and I want to focus on a question, right? I want to focus on a card that we can all benefit from, that we can all tap into and have conversation with, and pull out from that card what we may need for today, through our weekend, through our month, whatever it is. But I want to shuffle and focus and really tap into the collective and say, hey, what's up, collective? What's going on? What do we need to know? This damn thing is heavy. Oh my gosh, it's so nice though. Okay, so y'all take some time to ground and center if you haven't already. Take some time to focus on your breathing. Take some time to just tune in with yourself, be present with us, and, you know, call in your spirits, your guides, your gods, your allies, your ancestors. Call in all the good shit for your highest and best. Call that energy in, whatever you connect with. Call that vibration in and allow it to be present. Allow it to impress upon you, to inspire you, to motivate you. And when you're ready, after you've called all that goodness in, go ahead and comment. What's the first number that pops into your head? 1, 2, or 3? 1, 2, or 3. And the dominant number that gets chosen will pull from that stack. So 1, 2, or 3. Go ahead and comment and let me know. I would say write it down, but that doesn't count because I can't tune into that. I can't see it. So we have 2 3s. We got a 2. Well, hello, Stacy. Oh, we got 3 3s. We got 3 3s and 1 2. Oh my gosh, so have y'all seen, another, hello, Dragon Dancer, another 3. Okay, awesome. Oh shit, there's this show on Netflix we just finished watching. It's a few seasons. I want to say Nitpick, but it's not Nitpick. Oh my gosh, what is it? It's a really interesting show. They go to it's like they go to different like antique places, like garage stores. I'm trying to think of the name of the show and I can't think of it. Anyways, it just popped into my head. What is it called? I'll have to post later. It's really interesting. They go and they end up, you know, fighting each other for. It's not called Pickers. Oh my gosh, it's not called Pickers. What is it called? No, it's like 2 seasons, and it has to do with this like radio show that's called they announce like, oh, this person's selling this stuff and this person's selling this stuff, and then, you know, the people tune into the radio and they all call they hear it, and then they have to all go to that place. And I am so terrible at describing things. Oh my goodness. What is it called? I'm gonna have to look it up. So sorry. 3 2. Let's just do 2 cards again like we do, and it always seems 3 and 2. Okay, 1. Okay, 3 and 2. I think 3 got the dominant, so we'll do 3, and then we'll do 2, and I will set this. What's this? What is a damn show called? I can't remember. Oh, Swap Shop. Yes. I liked it. I don't know. I liked it. Thank you so much. That was gonna bother me. Swap Shop. Yeah, it's fun. To see what everyone does with all this stuff. And anyways, it was interesting to me. So, sorry, I'm like all over the place, but we got 2 cards to work with today. And what we do is just focus, not necessarily on what the card means per se, but like when you see the card, like what questions come up, what questions are unearthed when we see a card. Instead of like, this is what the card means, it's more like, okay, when this card pops up, like what kinds of questions do I have to ask myself? Like what does that make sense? Like what questions pop up so we can address, so we can think about the card and get to know it a little more. So let me bring this up. We got 2 court cards. Oh, okay, so we have 2 court cards. They're both reversed, and so they're both reversed, and I know, like, when 2 court cards come up and 2 reversals come up, I feel like, okay, the questions the questions that are unearthed are challenging questions. Like, okay, these are questions I don't really want to ask myself, but I know that they're popping up for a reason because we're about to enter like this growth-oriented space, right? And so that's sorry. I'm trying to get this situated before I show you. Yes, thank you. Yes, swap shop. Yes, yes, thank you. So the first card is the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Coins, reversed. So, what do queens represent to you? What do pentacles, earth, physicality, mundane stuff? What does that represent to you? What comes up for you when you think of the Queen of Pentacles, or when you see her? Like, what do you notice? What's the first thing that pops into your head? What does it make you feel? Just think about that a little bit. And I will say that the Queen of Pentacles, she is reversed, like I said, and like you've seen, but her throne is towards the left of the card. Her throne is kind of blocking the past, right? And then she's more geared toward working towards the right of the card. So she's considering the future. And so when the Queen of Pentacles pops up, she is like, you know what? If I hold on to my past, right? So we're like, okay, what am I holding on to in regards to my past preventing me from actually embarking on a new adventure? Or what am I holding on to that has to do with my past, or something that's older, or something that is, not really in favor of me? What is it that I am like allowing myself to tap into that's preventing me from making future decisions, or making decisions about my future, or moving forward? Right? Does that make sense? And so with the Queen of Pentacles, she's like, okay, this is stuff it might be, you see, this is heavy. It might be a little heavy. Sorry if you hear that annoying noise. It's my fan. It's going cray-cray. But I have to have it on because all these lights, like sweating crazy. And so, yeah. And so what do I need to deal with right now that I've been avoiding, that is actually a key factor in me moving forward, or me embracing what I have and what I can actually do in regards to my future, right? So, sovereignty over finances, nurturing the best egg. Ooh, hello. Red nest egg, best egg. I like it. A protector of money, lots of money going out, or I like that, lots of money going out. So maybe like money invested into my future. And so it's like maybe again, not for everybody, but if this rings true, these are questions. So maybe, what have I been saving for in regards to a rainy day, right? I've been saving this money for a rainy day. Well, what is it that I want to experience? What do I want to experience in my life? What kinds of things do I want to do in regards to my future? Like, what kind of stability do I want? And so what can I do with that money? Instead of saving it, in a sense, instead of letting it like just do nothing, do I need to invest it? Do I need to invest my money into something that is going to set me up for success? Does that make sense? And so with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, that might pop up too. It's like, okay, what resources do I have that I've been sort of like sitting on, hoarding? Maybe that's why Swap Shop popped up. Hoarding. And what can I do now to use them to help me with what's going on after, what's going next, what my future is, right? Well, hello, Felicia. Good to see you. So let's see. What is in that picture? What flower? Is that flower? Herb? What is it? It's pretty. What are you not giving enough attention to? What are you turning your back on that would nurture you? Ooh, I like that. And nurture specific would be specifically for like your physical stuff. So your body, hello body, your resources, your money, your purse, your wallet, your messenger bag, your whatever. Nurturing in regards to the physical body and resources. So What am I turning my back on that's actually going to, actually set me up for something good? Yeah. So something to consider. Let's see, I've done that work recently. Investment in my life. Yes. What area do I need to invest in or spend on to move? Yes. Oh, ooh, just give me the chills. I don't know why they just give me like, ooh, you're on the spot with that one, Natalie. So, what area do I need to invest in or spend on to move forward? So let's think about that for a little bit, like, and just write it down or whatever, make a note of it. But with the Queen of Pentacles, again, when she pops up and she's reversed, uh, she asks, like, what area of my life, and it's really going to be like a physical area because we have pentacles. So the pentacles covers the earth, materialistic, like mundane realm. So our everyday stuff, the physical stuff, you know. So what area in regards to the pentacle suit, so physical stuff, right, do I need to invest in my life or spend on to move forward? And so I think that this is a time where it's like, okay, we have resources available to us. We do. And I think a lot of times we say, oh, well, maybe when I have more money, or maybe when I have, more time, or maybe, maybe we keep saying maybe. We don't live, we don't experience. Oh my gosh. So I was just watching, like, side note, and I'm still watching Inventing Anna, whatever, the Anna movie series on Netflix. And she said something really in the series that I thought was really great. And she was like, life is, I can't remember the exact words, but basically life is meant to be lived. Life is meant to experience, right? And so that just popped up for this. So, like, what do I want to experience in life? Like, if I keep putting things off for a rainy day, or for tomorrow, or for when I have like everything perfect, which, newsflash, y'all, nothing will ever be like perfect, because we will always find something that's like a little wrong, or we need to do this and alter it before we actually take that leap of faith. And so the Queen of Pentacles reversed is like, okay, it's time to live. It's time to live in this present moment, but also set ourselves up for goodness in regards to our future. And so we have to ask ourselves, what is it that I need to invest in right now? What is it that I need to spend? And let's be clear, spending doesn't necessarily mean my money or other people's money, again, but it's like, what do I have that I can spend? So my time, my energy, so many different things. What do I spend on? And what can I spend to invest into my future, to move forward? Does that make sense? So I like that. Time, yeah, it can definitely be time. Like, where do I want to invest my time? Where do I need to spend more of my time? So, Queen of Pentacles reversed, okay? What am I doing right now that is living in the past? And what can I be doing to start living more in this present moment, so I can set myself up for a future that I want to be a part of? Yeah. This is like, yeah. Sorry, this is like bothering me. Anyway, whatever. I just messed it up. Whatever. I need a hat. Queen of Pentacles reversed. So what comes up? And she is like this physical nurturer. Like, what do you need to nourish the body? Like, I think this makes me think of a little like a situation that happened on my page the other day. I was talking about about men being able to express that it's okay to cry, to be emotional, vulnerable, blah 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 blah. And I had some really nasty comments, and I'm like, let's have a little fight. No point in fighting. But it is like that where, okay, we need to be very mindful of what we invest in. So in the past, I would handle something a certain way. So what do I need to nurture? My body, my physicality, my ability to be me in any given moment. So instead of realizing like, oh, I'm tapped into like toxic masculinity, and I want to handle it a certain way, I need to be mindful of that because that's how I have handled things. And moving forward, I don't need to fight. I don't need to argue, right? I just need to figure out what I need in this moment. And that just means instead of creating more of this negativity or more of this frustration energy, I'm going to neutralize it. Does that make sense? And so I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles Reversed, it's also tapping into like how can I be caring and loving in this world? Like what can I do to be that? Let's see, feeling unworthy of abundance, creating a blockage for ourselves. Yeah. Nurture your well-being. I like that. Yes. Yeah. And so again, the Queen of Pentacles Reversed, like what can I do right now to what do I need in my life to feel nurtured and nourished? And instead of like focusing on the past or past beliefs and programmings or what mother or father or someone did or what they said, it's time to unplug from that as best as we can and start focusing on what we want. Like, how do we want to live? Instead of living for others, instead of living for whatever. It is time that we plug into ourselves and start stepping up for ourselves. And yeah, I like that. So let's just move on a little bit because you're gonna like the next card, I think. I like that they're both reversed, but one of them is looking this way and the other one is looking this way. And so they're kind of meeting somewhere in between. So it's interesting. So the second card is the Knight of Cups Reversed. So what does that say to you? The Knight of Cups Reversed. The Knight of Cups Reversed pops up for us. And, the Knight is coming from the future, going back to the past, or going to this present moment, right? Cups are associated with spirituality, the ebb and flow of our emotional life, our emotional well-being, relationships, love. They're the fluid things in life, or can be. So what does that say to you? What's the first thing you think of when you see or you think of the Knight of Cups and being reversed? Oh, I like that. My dreams are making me face demons from my past and find ways to deal with the situations. Yeah. Okay. And so when we think of a reversal in regards to cups, if you think of cup, I'm not going to do it. I almost thought about doing it, but like if I were to turn this, reverse it, I would be pouring some deliciousness out on the ground, right? I'd be pouring the water and it'd just make a mess. And so I think that with this, it's like, okay, sometimes life is messy. So maybe the questions that we are facing right now, like where am I in my life or what's going on in my life where there's an emotional situation that's kind of messy. It's being dumped out everywhere and we're spillage and it's just not fun. Like what's going on in my life where there's emotions being expressed, and yes, it's a little messy, but I think I need to be a little more mindful, a little more again, Queen of Pentacles Reversed. I need to be a little more present and emotionally, like physically there and emotionally understanding. So what's going on in my life where this sort of like emotion stuff is coming out, and who's it coming from? Is it me? Is it someone else? Yeah. So let's see. Well, hello, Lady Janky Witchery. That card inverted to me is always to not let my emotions, fear, doubt, etc. guide me, which is different than letting your heart lead. Like, don't move forward in reaction. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I like that. I actually really like that. Yeah. So the thing that stands out here is like, which is different than letting your heart lead. So like blend, your physical, what you need to be physically nourished. Also, instead of allowing your heart, again, because night can be intense, but also the reversal of cups, all this emotion out there. Maybe right now I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm doing it. Maybe right now I don't need to be so emotionally like guided by this heart of mine. I need to have a healthy blend of mind, body, and spirit, and really check in before I make decisions. Take a subjective approach to emotionally charged situations to gain clarity and discernment. Yes. So questions around that. Where do I need to be more discerning in my life? Yeah. Where do I need to be more discerning? And where do I need to be more maybe sensitive to my needs, but also to other people's needs? Where do I need to be more open and sensitive to what other people are feeling? What's going on there? I think also with the Knight of Cups reversed, how can I be more aware of other people's feelings, of other people's, like the ebb and flow of their energy, their emotional energy? Where can I show up? So I like that. So what do you think about that? What do you think about the Knight of Cups? I also feel like sometimes when, for me, like the Knight of Cups reverse pops up, it's like it can very well be like a messy relationship or a messy partner where there's like envy, jealousy, there's just intensity because of like an inferiority complex, because of like I'm scared of losing, or of losing you, or I'm scared of blah blah blah. But there's always some like it stems from their own belief, their own programming. It has nothing to do with what the other person in the relationship or situation is doing. It's more about like, this is flagging something up for me where I feel I don't feel in control. Yeah, I can't save the day. I'm not in charge here, and so I'm freaking out. And so I'm making decisions that are not necessarily the best. I need to listen maybe a little more to my analytical mind, not the emotional stuff. So I think that with the Knight of Cups, it very well could be where do I need to be more mindful of my processing? Where am I jealous of someone or something, a situation? Am I putting that energy out there, and why? I think that we all feel some type of way when we get jealous. Obviously, I think everyone gets jealous to a certain degree. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's very important that when that comes up, we're able to address it. We're able to figure out why. Like, oh, where is this coming from? Oh, because I feel maybe lesser than, or I don't feel seen. And it's not anything to do about the person or the situation. It's more about me. And so then I have something to work with. Does that make sense? Emotionally unavailable, yes. Where are you repressing your emotions? What are you doing to empower yourself where you have lost that sense of self? I like it. Let's see. Just today, I had some extreme past trauma pop up for me. Oh, sorry. I've been so full of rage and anger all day, but you're right. I want to not fall back into the emotions of the hurt from the past, from my programming. Yeah, I hear you. I don't want to fall back into the past drama. Yeah. I think, sorry, I'm like rambling all over, but hopefully we're making a little bit of sense. I think so. But I think that I think when stuff like this comes up, it's like we get active, like things get activated, and we're angry or we're frustrated, and it's just a lot of chaos and hurt and pain. But at the same time, it's not until we get activated, right? It's not until that point happens that we can test, or we learn that, oh wow, we have grown, or oh wow, I recognize, like, yeah, maybe I was angry all day and I was like in this sort of like space. I don't like it. But then we come to the realization, like, I've that's not me. I don't want to be a part of that. I understand that. And yeah, I was mad, or had that rage in me, but I'm not going to sit with it, and I'm not going to stay with it, and I can actually move on from it until we get activated again. And I think each time when we have the tools to handle those situations, it gets easier. And not always, but each time it does get easier to handle. At least we have the tools to do so. And then it's not as intense or heavy. It doesn't last as long. Does that make sense? So the Knight of Cups reversed. What's going on that's messy in my life right now, emotionally messy, and where do I need to be more analytical? Lady Jane's Bewitchery expressed, this part. That card inverted to me always, to not let my emotions, fear, doubt, etc. guide me, which is different than letting your heart lead. Yes, yeah, that's true. So don't let those fears, right? Don't let those fears or doubts guide us. Be more heart-centered, but also balance it out with our mind. So instead of attaching ourselves to fear, to those anxieties, those doubts, allow ourselves to come from a true place of heart, of love, of that energy that we feel connected to and good. But also discern and process, and then, okay, what's going on? Yeah. I don't. Sorry. I thought I was past this. That's actually a really good point. I thought I was past this, but I want to punch a bitch again. I haven't felt that way in years. Really appreciate this conversation. Well, thank you. Thank you for showing up, and thank you everyone for participating. I feel like I'm rambling, and I am, but I think that it's a good ramble. It's a good conversation. But I think that also how do I put this? I don't feel like we ever fully get past certain things. Like certain times, I'm okay with certain situations, and then something pops up, and then I'm not okay. Right? It's like, oh, I thought I was okay, and it's like, no, it's just varying degrees of stresses, life, and all of that. So depending on that time, that moment, we might respond differently or react. And so as long as we have the tools in place and we do our best to grow and to be better for ourselves, we can diffuse a situation a little easier. But that's not always the case. And again, it could be like 15 years down the road, and we're like, oh, we're good, and then something boom pops up, and we're like, oh no, we're not good. I think that's just life, though. We those ebbs and flows, right? And so the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Knight of Cups reversed. I think that the questions that we need to focus on in our lives are mundane questions, our physical world, our body, our body, our physical world, our resources, our money, stuff like that, career, things that we're doing, working at, or working towards, as well as with the Knight of Cups reverse, of being emotionally available. Where am I not emotionally available in my life? Again, maybe I'm not checked into my work, whatever I'm working at. Maybe I'm not emotionally present in the work that I am doing. Maybe that's something that pops up for us where we need to address. If I am not emotionally present in the work that I am doing, then how does that translate to those who are receiving the work, right? So, I mean, let's just be honest, y'all. I'm crocheting. I'm crocheting many mandrakes, and that's why I take time off. Like, I don't do the same thing all the time. But if I was, for me, I love the work that I do, and it's important to me, and I invest my energy into it, right? And it's not just, oh, you're getting a poppet. There's energy imbued into it. Every like I say every stitch, but like every every stitch, there's energy, there's magic, there's potency, there's power imbued into it. So it's not just this thing that you get. It's not just like the shell. Knight of Cups reversed, if I was not emotionally available and present in doing the work, I feel like I would be gifting, or I would be selling you, or gifting, depending on who, something that is not really on brand with me, not up to my full potential. Does that make sense? And so I think that's kind of what's going on with all of us in various ways, where we need to ask ourselves, what do we need to do to be emotionally available in our lives for ourselves, or maybe for the situations that we're in? And how can we start plugging in resources to our present moment that are connected with what we want, that are connected with where we're headed, and disconnect from the stuff that just no longer serves us, no longer is helping us, no longer is a part of our story. The two cards together speak of investing in our emotional well-being. Yes. So the question there, what can I do to invest into my emotional well-being? What do I need in regards to my emotional well-being? How can I feel? Emotionally cared for, or just how can I feel good right now? What do I need to invest in? What do I need to do to focus on my happiness, my joys? Our emotional well-being anchors us and ripples out externally to our physical space. Yeah, I like that. So anything else y'all would like to discuss? I think I like that. Anything else that you see in the cards, but I think that we discussed that a bit. You know, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, as well as the Knight of Cups. And so no questions with the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, these are questions around the physical, our physical world, our mundane actions, the nitty gritty of our everyday life. Yeah. Sorry, I just got distracted. I am tired of being emotionally available when it's not appreciated or reciprocated. Yeah. Well, don't. That's the thing, though. It's like, I totally get that. Yeah, I get that. It's a tough one, because it's like we need to learn when to take our energy back. We need to learn not to compromise who we are. You know, we need to learn not to compromise who we are. So if I want to be emotionally available to people, I'm going to do it. And if you don't give that back to me, that's not, whatever, that's fine. I will do what I want to do for me in being the person that I am. I am not going to compromise who I am just because you are not responding the way I want you to respond. Does that make sense? So I shouldn't expect you to respond any certain way. But at the same time, I make note of that. And so if I'm constantly showing up and I don't feel that I'm receiving that, then I know that I don't expect that when I want to be available. And I also know that I can pull back a little if I need to. Because if I feel some type of way and I don't have a conversation with that person or situation, then I can pull back a little. And I can recognize, like, Maybe this is just a sign for me to focus my energy elsewhere. But I also for myself, I like being emotionally available or showing up and encouraging and all kinds of things. I like to, that's me, right? And so I know that I'm going to do that no matter what. But I also know discernment is so important. And so when I learn not to expect a response or not to expect something in return, and it's not really my place to tell someone how they should handle a situation or how they should respond, then I feel better because I know that, look, you can do with what energy I give you or how I show up, you can do with it as you please, because that's your right to do with it. It was my choice to show up. It was my choice to be here because that's who I am and it's who I want to be. But sometimes also you just gotta cut people off. Like, no more, because some, there comes a point where it's like, oh, you're taking advantage. And then when I cut people off, it's like, okay, I don't feel bad. I feel better, So yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else I want to say or share, but I like these cards that came up for us. And I think also it's with the Knight of Cups reversed, where do I need to be a little more active in my life instead of, going with it, instead of looking into all these emotions that I'm maybe internalizing, where do I need to actually be a little external, extroverted? Where do I need to maybe communicate my emotions or communicate my feelings instead of thinking I'm communicating them? I actually need to start communicating, expressing how I feel, what I feel, and I need to be a little more there's another term, but extroverted with it. I need to share it with the world or share it with my world, and instead of thinking I am doing it. Does that make sense? Same. Yeah, and there's nothing, you get to choose for yourself, what you want, what you desire, and there's nothing wrong. We all have the reasons for what we choose, and at any given moment, we're learning and we're growing. So yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else I wanted to share with these cards, but I don't think there's anything extra at this moment. I mean, we can go on and on, but let's not. So if you don't have anything else you'd like to discuss, I think I'm going to wrap this up, y'all. I really do appreciate you taking the time to just ramble with me, and just, as they say, shoot the shit, and talk tarot. But I like focusing on questions. I like focusing on conversation, on, instead of oh, this card means this, what questions come up when we talk about these cards? What questions come up? Oh, pentacles, so earth questions, physical questions, work related questions, hands-on questions, the body questions, cups, oh, my heart stuff, emotional stuff, questions of spirituality, connection, interconnectedness, questions of feeling. I think it helps, because sometimes that's all it takes is asking certain questions, so then we can have a conversation about it and just see where it goes and enjoy. Yeah. Well, we're right. Absolutely. We are important, deserve happiness. Absolutely. And we deserve happiness. We deserve all of the abundance and prosperity, money. I will say money, because we deserve to be cared for. We deserve to have the things that we want, each and every one of us. I don't care. We deserve to be in a situation where in life we're okay, and whatever that means for each and every one of us, we deserve that. We deserve to have the ability to express ourselves and our emotions without fear of judgment or attack or whatever. We all deserve that, and why not? you know? And I think that every day we show up for ourselves, every day we try to do better in our own world. We try to show up emotionally, physically, show up for work when you can. And we show up and we create, and it's a good thing because the more we do this, you know, the better we get at it. The more we show up, we try, we do these things, the better we get. Yeah. Well, yeah, thank you. With that being said, y'all, let me just do a little clicky click. Boom, CQ. So thank you so much for showing up. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. And I love when I'm able to converse and ramble and share and just see what you say and just, you know, go back and forth. It really means a lot to me. I love doing it, but I enjoy it when we are able to go live and just connect and I can just ramble, and I get a lot from it, so I hope that you do as well. If you enjoy this work, if you enjoy what I do, there are various ways to express your support: communicating here, sharing my work. Also, I have other ways to support. I have a Patreon where I do daily videos. Sunday we do like the week ahead and the daily for Monday, and then Monday through Friday I have daily videos. I have daily content. I have a lot of stuff. I do a lot. I don't know how I do it, but I do it and I love it. So yeah, definitely check me out on Patreon if that's something you want. So much. There's so much. Until next time, y'all, enjoy your weekend, have fun, be blessed, take care, and much love and all the blessings. This is me saying peace.